And now, a message from Swift Phil. Oh crap, we're rolling? Okay, I got it. I'm Swift Phil, and this is an APUSH project thingy. Video project, movie, TV thing. So, just a little disclaimer. There's a little bit of racism in the commercials. Racism and sexism. We wanted to capture the true essence of the 60s. Because we wanted to make it true to life. Because we want Timmy to give us an A. Right? So, please do not complain to admin. Please do not complain to Timmy. Please do not complain to us. It's only 25 minutes of your life. It's just a stupid video. It's not going to make everyone uncomfortable. It's just a video. We will not apologize if you found it offensive in any way, shape, or form. Please do not complain about the video. Keep all complaints and grievances to yourself. Please. This is the 60s we're talking about here. Not everything was nice, peachy, and PC. Okay. I hope you enjoy the video. I kind of took too much acid and cocaine last night after one of those Vietnam protests. So I kind of forgot what I was supposed to be doing here anyways. What?
Nguyen, what are you doing? The APUSH test was 4 weeks ago. It's a little late to be looking at the book now.
お前はもう死んでいる。
Your mom!
何？大は匠！
That's right, I'm the physical embodiment of your textbook. I don't know why you decided to start reading me after the APUSH exam, but I am. So, I can't teach you about the entire APUSH content because I never learned anything in class. But I can teach you about the most magical time in American history, when we were allowed to send our sons off to die at the hands of a bunch of rice farmers, when we competed with a country that thought victory meant sending a dog into space, when we could still enjoy peaceful protest and violent and a plethora of political assassinations. Those were the days.
Oh, I know! The Crusade.
No, that's the wrong damn class! Oh boy, we have a lot to learn today. Come with me, my child, and I shall teach you everything I know!
In New Orleans, they call the rising sun.
The Gemini space flights. The trips are long. The training is hard, like this spacewalk practice. But the astronauts do some things you do. In space, they drank Tang. They mixed it like this in a zero-G pouch, because with no gravity, it would fly all over. You don't have that problem. You can mix it in a glass. Up there, they have to drink it carefully, this way. You can drink it any way you like. Tang tastes orangey. Tastes great. Has lots of vitamins C and A. Tang, chosen for the Gemini astronauts. Have a blast. Have some Tang.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
I'm recording. You're recording? Yo, Nightline News here. Welcome to Daddy Lee's... Oh. Yo, welcome to Daniel Lee's Big Scoop. Hello, Nightline News. In the society we live in today, mass media such as television has homogenized U.S. culture and led to a more national culture that is more united than ever. Gamers rise up. Hello, Nightline News. In the society we live in today, mass media such as the television has homogenized U.S. culture and has led to a national culture that is more united than ever. With the development of national culture and the shift of television channels from news to entertainment, the nation has come to enjoy national shows such as The Andy Griffith Show and enjoy music from artists such as the Beatles and Elvis Presley. The 1960s was an era where the development of technology such as the color television and cultural movements such as the counterculture movement drastically transformed the entertainment industry. Overall, the 1960s was an era of social and political change.
Whoa, that news was fantastico! Yeah?
Hi, I'm Kaylau and I have been brought back from the grave to provide a lazy transition. Billy Mays' textbook Senpai is now taking Dinkin to the NASA headquarters to discuss the space race. God is a lie, it's all black when we die.
Dinkin, this is Dr. T. Keith Glennon. Hi, Dinkin. Hello.
Now at 104%. Challenger, go and throttle up. Roger, go and throttle up.
This shuttle mission will launch, my God.
So, you're probably wondering, how did we get there? Oh wait, wrong decade! Yeet! Ah, the 60s. What a glorious time for sending chips up into space, destroying rockets entirely in failed testings, and faking moon landings, except we didn't. Here, Dinkin's gonna learn so much about NASA during the 60s. So, NASA was founded in 1958 in response to those goddamn commies putting up Sputnik, their inferior satellite, up into space in the fall of 1957. Now, of course, those communist bastards had nothing compared to what we could do. Oh man, we had so much to offer. Our great President Dwight D. Eisenhower commissioned us to race to space with them. I salute that man's soul. So, those commies decided to start racing with us to space. They launched a man into space in 1961, and we were behind for a little bit, I'll tell you that. But it took us a few years and a few failed attempts, like Apollo 1, when we kind of killed 3 astronauts on accident. But like,
Yeah, it kind of exploded, but
it exploded a little.
that happens from time to time.
It's okay. It's part of space travel. It's part of our science when we're really just trying to put nuclear missiles up into space. But like, don't worry. It's not like we haven't done it before.
But there was a treaty to stop people from sending nukes into space.
What? You insolent mortal. Do not dare question my authority in all of this. It's not like it's the first time we put nukes into space before. Oh.
Okay.
Never question my methods. Anyways, sure, no, we may not be able to put nukes into space, but we can still put people up there. So come 1969, such a nice year, by the way. July or June 20th? July 20th, 1969, we put Neil Armstrong on the moon. Such a nice year to do it, too.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so then after NASA was founded, what happened?
Did you not just hear what I said? I just told you, after launching a bunch of satellites, launching some more people up to the space, and a monkey, we launched monkeys into space, which should have been the defining moment of us winning the space race against those stupid commies who only managed to put in Laika, the space dog, into space, which, by the way, is absolutely stupid. Why a dog and not a monkey? Monkeys are so much better. They make for much better PR material.
Okay.
So yes, we finally got a man into space.
Yes. Nice. Nice.
I hope you learned.
Thank you. I learned a lot.
Don't question my authority.
Okay. Oh.
This is the story of the little bull who wanted to sing, but sing in a special way. His ambition was to sing in the Bull of the Woods Quartet.
Rich and mild. No. You must sing deeper.
Rich and mild.
You see, Bull of the Woods chewing tobacco is rich. It's mild, too. And your voice must express that mildness. Rich and mild. Deeper. Rich and mild. Fuller.
And so the little bull worked and sang and kept singing. His voice got richer and fuller and sweet as Bull of the Woods chewing tobacco, until that great day when he got his wish.
Bull of the woods, chewing tobacco. Bull of the woods, chewing tobacco. Bull of the woods,
It's a fact, sir.
long-leaf filler can't be beat. Rich and mild, chewing tobacco. Man, it's good chewing tobacco. Bull of the woods, chewing tobacco. Smooth and tasty chewing treat. He's the boss.
The Kool-Aid kids in old Japan rode rickshaws everywhere. But when the kids sat down to eat, they sure did miss their favorite treat. Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, tastes great. Wish we had some, can't wait. A story man who heard the kids then clapped his hands and said,
Hi, Kool-Aid kids, me very wise. Stand by, please, for big surprise.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, so great. Once you tried it, no can wait.
Honorable Kool-Aid, most refreshing, much loved by whole family. Father, mother, Japanese boy, Japanese girl, a package make 2 full quarts, cost only 20 yen, just 5 cents, with lots of ice, so nice.
The Kool-Aid kids are off again to visit other lands. Be sure to join them when they do.
Join them in some Kool-Aid too.
Kool-Aid, Kool-Aid, so great. Once you tried it, no can wait.
Wakanda forever. The Scientologists were right, but the tool on a computer brought me back to do another lazy transition. Dinkum and Billy Mays' textbook Senpai are off exploring the lovely politics of the 1960s. Please send me back.
Who's that man over there?
Well, that was John F. Kennedy, the second youngest president to take office. Well, at first it appears that JFK was assassinated by one man hiding in a book depository who plausibly hit 2 headshots and 1 body shot, with one of the bullets redirecting itself mid-air.
A bullet changing direction in midair? That's impossible.
Wrong. Implausible.
Well, what's on the grassy knoll?
What? Hey, are you a cop? You got a warrant? Well, after Lyndon B. Johnson took over, he introduced the programs of JFK's design under the umbrella of the Great Society to combat poverty and racial injustice. Some of the programs actually worked to the extent of their expectation.
What else did LBJ do?
Nothing. The American people didn't want the government sticking its dirty, greasy hands in their lives at the expense of their own tax dollars, the majority of which went to good old Nam.
What about now?
The Vietnam War was one of the most controversial political objects in American history, with fierce debate over its nature, origins, and morality.
Well...
Okay, fine, I'll talk about it. The Vietnam War has its origins in the widespread threat of communism, and the theory that a nation like Vietnam would fall in Southeast Asia, there would be a domino effect of other countries becoming communist, and on and on and on.
Well, I still don't see what's so bad about communism.
Communism is the evil spawn of Satan. It turns men into robots and stops people from retaining the God-given right to be individuals, to be Americans.
Jesus Christ, Billy Mays, what is your problem?
Sorry. So patriotic.
So...
Yes, Vietnam was widely accepted as an unjust war, due in most part to American interaction, where originally we were just training the South Vietnamese, then we staged a full-scale military intervention. Cowardly draft dodgers fighting for their civil rights denied us the proper amount of people to combat the guerrilla tactics.
What? How was the war and civil rights involved?
Well, there was a disproportionate amount of minorities in the armed forces at the time, although there were a disproportionate amount of whites in the armed forces in World War II, and nobody complained about that. Well, I might as well go into civil rights at this point.
Wow, really? This late?
Shut up. Well, long story short, tensions between whites and minorities in America had hit a high point with the KKK's prevalence and Black Panther's militant message and riots intermittently. There was a large schism in American society with leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. advocating for non-violent means like sit-ins and boycotts, where there were leaders like Malcolm X who were much more militant and frightening and frankly very scary towards white people.
Wait, so what happened to the leaders themselves?
Well, Martin Luther King Jr. was shot by an escaped prisoner, while Malcolm X was shot by his own people for attaining religious fulfillment.
Wow, so many people getting shot? This seems like a really messy situation.
Well, politics is a very messy business. Although the media, most specifically television, caused their ideas to spread like wildfire, and larger use of the media spread ideas planted like seeds into every American's head of these particular ideas. But the civil rights movement is also very significant to U.S. history. It epitomizes the essence of the counterculture and challenged long-existing concepts about race relations. From numerous marches to speeches given by Martin Luther King, civil rights epitomizes the essence of the counterculture movement, challenging existing ideas about society. And the hippies also moved toward becoming a political movement, which is very against what they're about, against their own wishes, with Woodstock being basically used like a political rally. And all their railing on the government and society, the counterculture ironically became a counterculture vying for its own acceptance within the government and within society.
Okay, cool.
Never has so much military, economic, and diplomatic power been used so ineffectively as in Vietnam. If after all of this time and all of this sacrifice and all of this support, there is still no end in sight, then I say the time has come for the American people to turn to new leadership, not tied to the policies and mistakes of the past. I pledge to you, we shall have an honorable end to the war in Vietnam.
This time, vote like your whole world depended on it.
Your squad is ready for you to lead them through. With Johnny 7 OMA, you charge. Fire grenade. Bullseye for Johnny 7. Watch out, tank. Fire anti-armor shell. Fire anti-tank rocket. Johnny 7's got him on the run. Johnny 7 fires bullets like a rifle. Fires like a Tommy gun. Now it's a cap-firing pistol. You've won with Johnny 7, the one-man army gun. It's 7 guns in one. Let's count them. 1 is a grenade launcher. 2 anti-armor gun. 3 anti-tank gun. 4 bullet-firing rifle. 5 Tommy gun. 6 anti-bunker gun. 7 cap-firing pistol. There's no other gun like it. To be sure, look for Johnny 7, OMA, the one-man army by Topper.
I have no relevance here and I went all the way to Jerusalem for nothing. I'm burning in hell along with all the other dead memes from AP World. Now we look at the sexual revolution in the 1960s and other cool stuff. Now I know why I, along with the rest of the AP World memes, are in hell. I don't belong here. Please send me back.
Check out the case, my son. Griswold versus State of Connecticut, which is a Supreme Court case that took place in 1965.
What? What's going on? Marriage is a bond between a man and a woman. It is unconstitutional for the law to intervene.
In this court case, the Supreme Court said, the Supreme Court case made it legal to use contraceptives within marriage.
Why is it so important?
It allowed for sexual freedoms in the sexual revolution of the 1960s.
I was meant to kill Aga Ibrahimi in the AP World Final, not provide transitions for creators who don't understand how to make a proper film. Why are they using the scripts on camera? It's actually stupid. I'm Chucky, the rat that spread the plague, but what these guys are doing are on par with Please send me back to heaven where I belong. I'm too good for this earth.
So, what's so important about the environmental movement of the 1960s?
Well, actually, Billy, yeah, that's right. I too have a script, and I don't need you to mansplain it for me. I'm Rachel Carson, and I'm the author of the book Silent Spring, published in September of 1962. And for one thing, Ding Kun, move a little closer. I want the camera to see. For one thing, Ding Kun, it wasn't a movement. It was merely seeds being planted in the 1960s. They were merely seeds for a later movement in the 1980s. Thank you very much. As part of the counterculture of the United States during the 1960s. It was a response to the various impacts that the United States industry has had on our natural world. Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay. Do you not understand what I'm saying, Dinkun?
No, I understand it.
No, you do not understand. Clearly you don't. You insolent male.
You are full of such toxic masculinity that you'll never understand my true purpose in life.
So the environmental movement that picked up serious traction in the 80s got its start when I, Rachel Carson, published the book Silent Spring in September 27, 1962, 7 years before 1969. Calling for people to take better care of the environment, calling people to action, to fight against the U.S. government not doing anything to save our environment, because we're the counterculture. Hold up, hold up. Yeah. Okay, I fixed it. This is the first in many key steps towards the environmental movement, along with acts passed by Congress later throughout the decade, such as the Wilderness Act of 1964, the Land and Water Conservation Fund Act of 1965, and the National Historic Preservation Act of 1966. I hope you finally understand.
Okay, don't give a crap.
Some fun when Snubby Gun plays Private Eye, and you can have the same kind of fun with Mattel's Tommy Burst Detective Set.
The Tommy Burst has automatic bolt action. Fire off a burst of 10 shots. Pull the bolt again, you're reloaded. Or fire single shots like a rifle. The Tommy Burst alone is $3. In the Detective Set, you also get the Snub Nose 38 and Snap Draw Shoulder Holster. The pistol fires greeny stickum caps and shoots safe shooting shells.
The exciting new Tommy Burst Detective Set includes wallet, badge, and ID card. $7 wherever toys are sold.
You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
Woo baloo adapters, I am Pickle Rick, and not only has my fandom ruined me, but so has this tool on a computer. I was enjoying my escape from reality after my consciousness was uploaded to Skynet, but then the tool on a computer decided to bring me back to reality in order to get his final transition. I don't even know what this video is anymore. It's devolved from its original concept. All I know is that Lil Fo and Lil Yesh are gonna talk about the economy during the 1960s. Please help me. I am merely a lamb to the cosmic slaughter.
Here are my grog. Hey guys, just bought a brand new whip. I got stolen, but it's fine. I got money. I'll buy a new one, and I got it all from reading books and stuff. Like, I think knowledge is power, and that's how you get money. And
hey guys, I'm your U.S. history textbook, and we're gonna learn about the 1960s U.S. economy.
So in 1961, JFK got elected. Throughout his 3-year reign, President JFK spent a lot of money on the space race, competing with the Soviet Union, some in the emerging conflict in Vietnam, and a lot in public works, often funded by deficit spending. And then we got a new president. After his assassination, Lyndon Johnson became president from 1963 to 1969. President Johnson increased spending in Vietnam, increased spending in the space race, and increased spending in his new program, The Great Society, leaving him with no money. He was upset.
Well, looks like the video is over. Haha, look at me. This is Swift Phil signing out for the last time. Mr. Evans, please give us an A. We worked not very hard on it, actually. It was just a tool on a computer editing the entire time. Okay, have fun.
I'm so happy.
Things that bother you never bother me. Things that bother you never bother me. I feel happy and fine, ha-ha. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful